Hello there, today I have Transformers Prime Hardshell, and you're probably wondering why I started off with the back of this figure. It is because in the thumbnail you've already seen the front of the figure, and if I touch this build, in the slightest, the legs will come off. It's so annoying. I've been scared to. Yeah, I didn't even touch it, and it just fell. So I made the smart decision to show him off in all of his bug mode glory. While holding him in the air, because if I put him on the ground, he will fall apart. So here we are. Bottom view. Those are the legs. I'm not even gonna touch the legs. They're just going to fall apart. Top view and side view. He's got the bug eyes, and that represents the bug mouth, but obviously it's gonna be hard to make that look as good as the show model. We got the bug back thing. We got the wings. The wings are kind of pathetic, but they're the best I could do with the pieces I have. And if you're wondering why there's purple on here on the model, it's just like a really dark purple. Like only when light shines on it will you see the purple if you watch the show with the episodes with Hardshell in it. And the wings, they're shown to be like purple and green. Obviously I can't do that, so I just made them purple. I don't think there's purple here either. I just wanted to add a little bit more color. And you also got the horn. And yeah, that's basically it. Articulation, the legs have a lot of articulation, but you know, like I said, they're gonna fall apart. I'm not even gonna touch it. So now let's do some size comparisons. Oh crap. He has fallen over, but I don't even care. That's the stud length. Might as well be like that and that and a half. Some more car size comparison thingamabobbers. He's basically double the size of these guys. Here he is with Core Class and Commander Class figure, and as you can see, he's just a really big figure. Alright. Time for transformation. These arms don't really do anything until the end of the transformation, so I'm just gonna leave them out. Why are they not falling apart? Okay. Alright, doesn't want to fall apart when I try to take them off. If you're wondering about parts forming, it's not. There's no parts forming. They don't really do anything until the end of the transformation. So basically, if they didn't fall apart, you would just move them around to get clearance if you need to. But you're going to leave the back legs there. Just rotate it down. Stand him up. And then just rotate that section up. And there you go. This is where things get very tricky. And this is here just tab into that slot. You just removed it from that slot up there just to like keep everything in place to make it more stable. But of course, yeah, here we go. Rotate this down, then into his back. Okay. Now that the wings are in place, I guess now you have clearance to rotate this entire section forward, and that makes his arms. And then that's the part where you would obviously rotate the arms down, and yeah, did it off camera. You don't really need to see it. And this is actually my favorite mode because it doesn't fall apart, but we're still not finished yet. Rotate these pieces forward and just rotate his head around, and then basically you got these two, reattach it, fold it up onto his back, and here is Hardshell in his robot mode. Take a quick 360. As you can see, the bug legs folded up on the back here. So did the wings. And it may seem like a really big backpack, but actually makes him look really bulky like he's supposed to be. And he's also hunchbacked. You also might notice that his head is a little bigger than the average head. While watching the episodes that he appeared in, his head did actually seem a little bit bigger than Bulkhead's head and like everybody else's head. And it's not that much bigger. It's just like maybe like 2 studs bigger, 2 studs taller than the actual average Transformers, Lego Transformers Prime head. And he just had a really distinct face design, so I just wanted to capture that. And like the show, when Bulkhead punches him in the face, you can take off one of his little like little bug mouth teeth things. I don't think it's teeth, but you can create that look. I don't remember if it was that side or the other side, but here he is. Side or the other side. Doesn't have the scratches. I don't know how I'd recreate that. So you could either imagine this as the actual hard shell or just like just another Insecticon. Also got his chicken leg design. As you can see, you got the feet as well. His hands aren't as big as they're supposed to be, but I didn't feel like doing that, making his hands big. And just so he could hold stuff. And you might notice like the bug head becomes his arms, and the bug head spike thing goes on the sides of his arms. You may consider that kibble, but to me, I specifically made it like that so that I kind of imagine it as like little like arm swords, if you would ever use them, even though he never used it in the show. But yeah, that's just what I imagined it as. I guess for articulation, his head is on a ball joint, shoulders on a ball joint, elbows on a ball joint. He kind of has an ab crunch due to transformation. Waist swivel, I'm just not going to get into that. His legs can go out maybe a little bit above 90 degrees. Forward, backward. He doesn't have a backward knee bend. He has a forward knee bend just due to how his legs are built. Kind of a swivel at his feet, but yeah, that's all of his articulation. And here he is with the Toxend, just so you can see how that looks. And also, like he does in the show, he can also take out his bug legs from his stomach, I guess. And I think he only does this like once in the battle with Bulkhead. And on his legs, you can rotate these little hands out so you can, like, I guess you could use those to grab stuff. Yeah, that's another look you can pull off. I don't know if this is his default look. I just know he does this once in a battle with Bulkhead. But yeah, that's an option. It also doesn't require parts forming. You just rotate on the stud friction. It might pop off a lot, because it's the most fragile part of the build, but I mean, it does make him a little bit more unique and cool, I guess. So there you go. Here's Stud Scale minifigure and the Toxend. And if you're wondering, Hard Shell is basically the same size as Megatron or shorter. Here he is with some Cyberverse figures. Here he is next to Core Class and Commander Class. And here he is next to his model, and I'm sorry if it looks bad. It's probably going to be a screenshot from the show.